Bonjour everyone, good afternoon, dear students and viewers as well. Welcome you to our today's live hosted by Campus France Bangladesh, and of course this is the very first live session on behalf of Campus France Bangladesh, and we'd like to welcome you to be with us. And of course in today's live session we have a very special guest with me, and she is Miss Marguerite she is the Attachée, Honorable Attachée of Cultural and Political Affairs, France Embassy, Dhaka, Bangladesh. And definitely she will be talking to us, with us, and will do some discussions about higher education in France. So Margaret, welcome you to today's live session.
Thank you very much.
And we are feeling very honored to have you in this live session. So I'd like to request you to say hello to our viewers.
Hi, hello everyone. Thanks for joining this live. If you do so.
Okay. So before going that important discussion with her, so before that I would like to say something about some little bit discussion about Campus France. Actually, as you know, that Campus France Bangladesh has started their journey again with a new look, and from now onward we'll be in touch with you all the time. You should visit our all online platforms like Facebook, our website, so you will get the regular updates from now onward. And the most exciting news is that we will be now available for counseling session on every Monday, every Monday, in 3 different locations like Alias Prasa, Dhanmondi, Alias Prasa, Gulshan, and of course prominent consultant Uttara. So in 3 locations will be available for counseling session, and you can come and join us for counseling session for more information about higher studies in France. And for the counseling session you must take the pre-appointment. The numbers are there in the Facebook live. Sorry, in our Facebook page. So the thing is that actually I would like to request all viewers who are on live now to share this video in your timeline, so that your friends, your well-wisher, your followers can go through this live session. And I think those who are really planning to study in France, so this live can be helpful for them. So Margaret, I think that this is the first live.
Yes.
Okay, you never attended any Facebook live?
No,
before?
never.
Okay, so it's a memorable day, I think, right, for you?
Yeah, kind of.
For us, for me as well, because I am also a part of her first live, and of course this is the first live of Campus France as well. So I am really feeling very honored to be a part of both of this part. So actually, you know that people has lot of question. And of course I would like to tell viewers that please ask any question on live. If you have any query, any specific query, so we'll be here to give you answer on live. So as you know, the people have lot of queries, students have lot of queries, because France is most attractive country, most popular country for study destination. People are very fascinated to go in France. So I would like to know from you that actually how you introduce Campus France to them. Actually, what is the role and how students can be beneficial through Campus France?
So Campus France is a French agency dedicated to promote higher studies in France. So it has more than 190 offices in all the world, and Campus France is present in 110 countries. So that's a huge network actually. And yeah, how can this be beneficial? It can first help students to get a proper view and the proper guidelines about higher studies in France. So it would give them, for example, information about authentic universities. We know that nowadays we also have some kind of fake universities or university not officials who are requesting a lot of money. So Campus One can help you find the right university, a real one. It can also give you some information about scholarship.
Sorry to interrupt you. Here I have a question. So do you have any list of universities in your website?
Yes, we do
that you
have.
recommend them?
Exactly. So for that you just need to check the Campus France website, and you will get all the proper information about this. And yeah, that's it. It can also help them through the whole processes of, first discovering the university, then applying, then the visa, like what are the mandatory documents, for example. So yeah, it's kind of.
So viewers, I would like to just elaborate her words that that Campus France is a platform where you will be getting opportunity to get the authentic information,
exactly.
right? About the French institutions, about the visa process, about the admission process, application process.
It's an official agency, so it's like
agency,
kind of
yes.
part of the government. So this
yes.
is very, like, it's a public institution.
So you should be with us.
Trustable.
You should be with Campus France because for the authentic information. So that's how she said actually. So the thing is that people know that France is a very good country for higher studies in the world, and especially in Europe, because I don't know, I have experienced a lot of things that a lot of times that people are very much interested to go to Europe. So how could you define France? Why France could be the best destination apart from other countries as international students for higher studies?
Well, I would say for three reasons. First, like, France has an excellent level in terms of higher education and research. It's widely acknowledged around the world. We have numerous like university and grandes écoles who are also like well ranked in the international rankings, such as like the Times Higher Education, the Financial Times, the Shanghai Ranking, etc. The second reason is that, like, besides this like academic excellency, France offers a very affordable education, and I think that's the main difference.
It is
obviously, if you study in public universities, which are like one of the best, you get very affordable fees. So I think this is the second reason. And the third reason would be like France is also part of the European Union. So the great thing is that you get to go in France, but you also have the opportunity to discover other European countries, which is, I believe,
and it is. I think it is heart in Europe. It is France is located in the heart of Europe.
Yeah, exactly.
And it is well connected to other
obviously.
European countries, like some other countries. So and how about the the diversity, and how is their culture, and how is the opportunities in France during the study, and what kind of experience they can gather during the study?
I think this is one of the best experience, because France has a huge culture. Like, we all know that it's internationally well known, like the food, the literature, the cinema, the photography, blah blah blah. But also, this is such a diverse country and a multicultural country. When you take a city like Paris, it's wonderful how you get to know many different communities. But besides all this heritage, you also have many different communities living together, and this is so rich, right?
And you will not get in that there are a lot of museums, lot of theater.
Of course. I mean, in terms of culture, this is probably, I mean, I wouldn't say the best, because that would be like non-accurate, as I'm French, but it's obviously in terms of culture, in terms of art de vivre à la française as well. Like the French art living is also very interesting, and you can just after school go to a cafe, have a cafe with your friends, then go to see an exhibition, then go to a concert.
Okay, concert. There are a lot of concerts happening every year.
Yeah, of course.
International concerts. So actually, I would like to take an attention of viewers that French, because France is some country that where you will be getting opportunity to learn a new language, because I believe that learning a different language, it can be a great achievement in your career. And this will give you some extra advantage. So French, if you study in France, French language you can learn definitely, and it is a very prestigious language, very oldest language in the world. So how French language can be affected in their career in France? I mean, actually, why should they learn French? Because the courses are, I think, in English medium.
Yeah.
But how the French language can be effective in their study life?
Most of the university have like capacities, like in terms of international environment. So English is widely spoken in academic in France. In almost all the schools and laboratories, you have many master degrees in English and stuff. So I think like speaking a fluent French is not mandatory if you want to study in France.
Okay.
But I would like definitely advise students who want to go to France to take some French classes before. For example, at Alliance Française, which is like the best place to learn French here in Dhaka and in Chittagong as well, so that they can somehow get a proper feeling of how is the local life. They would be able to communicate with the locals, which is also very important, I guess. Okay. Besides the academic environment.
Academic environment. So viewers, I would like to request you once again that if you are on live now, please share in your timeline, and of course if you cannot hear properly, so just let us know so we can modify that. And we will take some questions. Shall we take some questions? Okay.
Sure.
The first question, Imran Khan commented here that please speak in Bengali. Of course, it will be a great thing that if we could speak in Bengali, but actually, as you know that as Margaret is here, so we should definitely speak in English. And Tanvir Mahtab, he said that is tuition fee free in any of higher education institutions in France? Is it possible to get free education in any higher institution?
Yeah, I mean you have many different things. You have the bourse, you have the sponsorship. You can get like fundings from like for example we have
government scholarships.
We have Erasmus students who went to France. You can also apply if you see some call for proposals, or you can ask the university you want to apply for, and maybe they would be able to like give you the fees for free. I mean, or half the price, or and basically.
So this kind of information they can get from Campus France website.
Of course, they can all get.
Okay. So another person came, Firoz Ahmed. He is asking that about the tuition fees of masters in tourism and hospitality management. So for him, I would like to say that for tuition fees depends on institution to institution. So exactly. It varies. So you need to check the website of institutions. From there you can get the information. Another student, Said Raju. Can you guys please tell me how to contact with Campus France? It's a very important question for you, because yes, and you can definitely see our Facebook page where you can get the hotline numbers, our inquiry numbers. So if you want to contact with us, you can directly call to our numbers. Another student, Saiful Alam Sobuj, he was saying the Grand École are considered to be a living language of France. Literally, they have the higher status like IBA, BUET and BD. So, Grand École, there is some confusion about the students. Actually, what is Grand Écoles? That there is Grand.
Okay, so Grandes Écoles, this is like the few university or programs which are like the best in Europe. So Grandes Écoles would be like a label, but like a public label. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'm very clear.
But I have seen that.
But it's like Sciences Po, if you know Sciences Po, or
little bit elite kind of.
Yeah, this is the elite. It's like, I would say it's the equivalent of Yale and Princeton and Harvard. I mean, the Ivy League. It's like kind of the equivalent of the Ivy League in France. Mm-hmm. So yeah, these are the best institutions.
Okay, so another student, Lutfur Rahman, he was saying, sir, thanks a lot for your session. I am fluent in French. Well, very good. Congrats. And level is C1. We would like to congratulate him once again. And interest to do MBA in Paris. Very good. You are most welcome. And could I speak to Miss Margaret? Yes, she is now on live. If you have any specific queries, you can tell in your comments. And of course, that if you need any further information, just visit our counseling session. Okay, so just that's the question we have received so far. So now, actually, you know that from Bangladesh, those who are going to abroad. So the important question, a very common question we are facing, that what are the work opportunities like during study. And after study, what are the opportunities they have? Can they stay over there after study? Is there an opportunity to after graduation over there? So what do you think?
Well, I think they can. I mean, if they have some opportunity, they should definitely try. The only thing is that it has to be on legal terms. Obviously,
policies, they need to see the policies.
In terms of policy, you cannot stay in France after the expiration of your visa. So they will have to apply again. But if they have some opportunity, yeah, of course.
I have seen there is some option, that stay back option after graduation. At least 6 months they can get stay back option. They can apply for.
I really don't know about that. Okay. They will have to.
We check the website.
Yeah, yes. There is a website called Visa France, which is very well explained and which can tell you.
Okay, so dear viewers, I would like to say that about the opportunities after graduation in France. So you need to check website of Campus France as well. So there will be some content like that opportunities after your graduation. So you can go through that. And I mean, how do you feel about Bangladeshi students? Did you experience any Bangladeshi students who have done their graduation or studies in France, and after they have come to Bangladesh, do you have any experience for Bangladeshi students?
Yeah. So I have one of my friends actually. She's Bangladeshi and she did her bachelor in Paris, in Paris La Sorbonne. Her name is Salwa. If she's here, and well, she loved it. She really loved it, and she came back here to do an internship with Blast in Dhaka, here in Dhaka. She's brilliant, really. And she just went back to France to complete her master degree in La Sorbonne. And yeah, she loved it. She loved the environment in terms of the studying environment.
She stayed in Paris.
Yeah, she was staying in Paris. She loved the life in Paris. She loved like everything about the city. She got the opportunity to travel in France as well. And she loved it, so yeah, I've heard only.
And there was a question. Actually, I forgot to ask you that what are the places, food, and how is the weather that they can experience in France?
Okay, so the weather, that's a tough question. It depends where you are in France. If you're in Britain, for example, don't expect to get tanned. Honestly, it's raining a lot. It's a bit like the weather in the UK, but Britain is like Britain is one of the most beautiful regions in France. So, and if you're in the south of France, like Montpellier, Marseille, Toulouse, it will be much more sunny. Paris is okay. Paris is fine. It's raining a bit in winters. It's average. In summer, it can be beautiful as well. So
there is another city, Chambéry, or something like that.
Chambéry, yeah. Well, I don't know much about Chambéry, to be honest. But yeah,
it's close to, I think, some border, Switzerland border, something like this.
No, I know where it is, but just I don't. It's pretty
and what
high.
kind of food actually they can experience? The unique food item.
The unique food, I would say the bread first is delicious. We have the famous baguette, internationally renowned baguette. We have the croissant. We have some really nice cheese as well for all the cheese lovers in the place.
So cheese lovers. France is a very good place.
France is the best place. So great bread, great cheese, and yeah, we have many great cakes as well. Really good meat.
So dessert item overall, France is very good. Dessert item.
Yeah, we have some good pastries. We have some good pastries.
Okay.
True.
So the thing is that actually you have been in Bangladesh for a couple of months, I think, no? So how is your experience in Bangladesh? How are the people?
It's awesome. I love it. I really love it.
So do you know some Bengali words?
Some Attachée.
Sorry.
Attachée.
Okay. Attachée. Okay.
आपका नाम क्या हो?
It's a Hindi word.
I know. I keep.
Apna naam ki. So that's the Bengali word.
Yes.
So anyway, it's a very good thing that at least you have came to know some Bengali words.
Yeah, no, I know the basics. I definitely should learn some.
But how is the Bangladesh and how the Bangladeshi people are? How did you experience?
I love it. I think Bangladeshi people are like
very my dear,
lovely and very welcoming. That's what I felt.
Even French people are also very welcoming.
Yeah, they are, of course.
So that's anyway, viewers. Still, I would like to say that please share in your timeline if you are still on live, and please try to help your friends to be touched in the live session so that they can know about the higher studies in France. So the most important part I would like to ask you that lot of questions you're facing all the time about the visa.
Yes.
Actually, people are saying that in French, France, actually they don't want to take us for higher studies. The visa procedure is very strict. So what do you say about that? Actually, what kind of students actually you want, and how about the visa procedure and how it can be? I mean, how the student? What about your opinion about that? Actually, visa process.
Well, I think for us, the most important thing is to be able to send students in the best condition possible. And so that means we just want to make sure that the students, they apply for a true, a decent university, and they have, for example, sufficient money to be able not only to survive, right? Because the thing is that you don't go abroad to study just to survive, and to be we want them really to have the best of their time in France and to be able to share experience with others, to be able to travel a bit, to hang out a bit as well. So we just want to make sure they will be able to have a nice stay in France. So that's why we're being cautious about all these documents. And we of course also want them to give us the true certificate, and really I think that's the most important part.
Accommodation is also important.
Yeah, the accommodation is very important as well. We want to make sure that the students, they will not stay in like some weird places, you know, because you also have some fake people, you know, when you contact people on the internet, you try to look for things, and then they will tell you, okay, come, and then at the end of the day, the students, they pay a lot and they get nothing, and that's not what we want. We just want to send the students in the best possible
authentic
manner.
Accommodation.
Exactly. Just for them to have, like, to make the best of their stay in France, and also to be able to, you know, study in proper condition, in a proper environment. So I think I would just say that please be very careful about your visa application. Give only like true certificates, true documents, and give as much as you can in terms of information.
Okay.
Concerning, yeah.
So viewers, what Margaret said that actually for visa process, that the question we actually especially we face all the time. So I would like to say that at least you should prove with the documents that you are a potential candidates and you have chosen a good university, good institutions, and of course you have that enough budget. It is very important that you are going to study with your own money, so you should have your sufficient budget for that. And of course you should have the authentic documents from especially accommodation as well and other documents, because you should get the accommodation confirmation before applying for visa. So definitely as a part of Campus France, definitely we'll advise you accordingly once you are coming for that. And so we are just ending up our today's live session. We are at the last stage. So before that would like one or two questions. MD Oli Rahman, he said that okay, any part-time job, and another question from the same person, after study what can I can search a job or not? Okay, fine. Oli Rahman, actually part-time job, actually you need to check the website. Students are allowed to do part-time jobs, but there is some limitations there. You need to check the website for working hour, and of course after graduation what you can do, that is also mentioned in website. So you can check that. If you I think you can get some information of that. And Jahirul Haq Bonzu, okay, merci. Okay, actually I'm not so good in French, so I will tell Margaret to see and reply you. So maybe he is planning to do MBA, but he has written in all French.
Merci beaucoup pour la session. J'ai passé le DELF B2 avec ce, je suis en contact avec UPEC.
Any answer?
That's nice. Well, UPEC is a really good university, so congratulations if you get accepted in an MBA. And if you need any information, you can contact Campus France or directly UPEC. And then after you will have to go through the visa application and stuff, and then we will get to meet at this moment.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So Jerula, just go ahead with your the further steps. And Imran Khan, wow, I am very appreciate to hear Bengali sentence from Miss Margaret. Okay, thank you so much. And how much minimum IELTS score is required for any university? Actually, for IELTS requirement, you need to check the website of particular institutions. Some institutions they may ask, some institutions they may not ask. So you need to check the website. So we cannot tell at this moment. So we would like to conclude this live session. We would like to end this live session. But before going that, any suggestion to our Bangladeshi students? Final suggestion.
I would just say that studying in France, like I was myself an Erasmus student. No, I was a international student because I studied in New Delhi, and for me it was like the best experience of my life. So I would just like advise everyone who wish to study in France to go further and to get as much information as possible through our Campus France team, and as well as on the website or directly from the university, and you will honestly have the best time of your life.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Margaret, for joining us and for a wonderful live session with you. We are really very happy to have a live session with you. And dear viewers, finally, we would like to conclude this live session. Before leaving this live session, I would like to say something that if you are really planning to study in France, it is really great country, very popular country, very that very colorful country, diverse country, for higher studies. They're very welcoming as well. So don't feel hesitant. Just come to us, get all information and apply for France. We will be with you throughout the process. Thank you for joining this live session. We'll be on live very soon, in maybe next month, so you will get update from in our website. And for counseling session, follow our Facebook page. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you. Shubho Sandhya.